Hi everyone, good evening.
Hello, what's up? Good evening.
Hi!
Hello. Wait, let me just
Parang
share
nakadinig
the
kita
Twitter
ha.
space. Let me just share the Twitter space as well to only as a host. Hi, Rain. Yan. Dito na
Hi,
si Mami.
Chong. Nice to hear you
Hello.
again.
Please, nice to have you.
Oo, nagulat din ako
Nagkatap
Ako,
po ulit kayo.
sabi ko,
Hello.
ako si Rain. I see. Hi, Ma'am
Hi,
Mary.
PJ. Hi, Rain.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yes.
Hello, Nancy.
Basta, basta.
Okay
Basta kayo,
naman.
guys.
Okay naman. Galing ako sa labas. Kakarating ko lang din kanina.
Oh,
Sabi mo.
Yeah.
Joke.
Nag-co-work kami ni Ismael.
Oh.
Co-work ba talaga yan?
well, yeah, it's been di ba, Chong? February. Yeah, it was the first
Yes.
project then.
Yeah.
It was my first project in NFT local, yeah.
Nice.
Matagal
Buti na lang. Magkakilala kayo, no? Kasi
Binamahal na din.
yung sinabi ko kay Rain, sabi ko, yung kasama mong guest, si KJ, ang kilala ka pala niya by Chong.
Yes. Chong. Pero
Different
ayun.
pala.
Hello. It's been a while. Oh my God. I know. But yeah, sige. Let's just wait na lang for other folks to join.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
JP.
Oo.
Hello, JP.
Hello.
Yan.
Evening
Bagong
po.
co-host natin yan.
Makikisali.
Ayan. Ay, by the way, thank you kasi sanay akong host. Ngayon, speaker. Oo, nakakaba pala.
Oo nga eh.
Ay, nako. Parang, ang daming ganap this week na nakakaangat-angat for NFT space. So, yeah.
Ayan.
Meron nga akong actually meron akong nabasang, kakatapos ko palang basahin yung libro ni Laura Shin, yung Kryptonians.
Oh, I have it, I think.
Tapos,
Nice.
nakalagay doon, before the book ended, ang pinaka-last na topic niya about blockchain and about blockchain is yung surge ng NFTs. Parang yun daw yung parang next to cryptocurrency. Yung surge daw ng NFTs ngayon. Parang yun na ba yung next na crypto craze?
Wow. I think magandang discussion
Diba,
talaga
kasi
natin yun for tonight.
dumarami yung mga utilities na ng NFTs. So aside from PFPs na usual natin na i-encounter, meron na din ako nakikitang ibang projects, and I know Rain is associated, not really associated, pero
Ambassador.
from time to time nakikita ko siya dun sa Meta-in ba yun? Yung NFT, tapos real estate.
Yeah, but they're more of the rates ngayon. So,
sige.
Yeah, ang ano lang din is kanina nagbasa ako ng blog. Yung Bitcoin is like, people see it as the digital currency, while NFTs, they see it daw parang digital asset, like something na future, like we own things through NFTs. Parang ganun. Pag-usapan natin mamaya.
Sige. I think we can start already, kasi we have our classmates. So, ayun na yung mga classmates natin, KJ.
Ayan, nakita ko na din.
Oo. Diyan na si Only, and diyan na si Sith Pro, si Balitang Crypto. Ayan.
By the way, I'd like to shout out Claire. Kasi Claire is, hindi naman sa nabudol, but she's also one of the freelancers. I'm like part ng community ko with freelance. Kasi ngayon, I'm like starting a community ng freelancers that wanted to get into Web3. So, one of the action takers si Claire, and just recently, she was able to create like her NFT. So, ayun, shout out Claire. Yung photo,
Hello.
travel na photo.
Hi Claire, welcome to the learning space. So ayan guys,
Opo.
let's have our start already for the third episode of the Learning Space. So GM ulit
Yes.
sa ating mga listeners and welcome to the third episode. So pangatlo na natin to, no? Parang kailan lang nagsisimula pa lang tayo
Start pa
doon
lang.
sa first episode ng The Learning Space. And our topic for today is all about NFTs. That's why we have our guests from Only and Filipinas NFT and how can you enter the industry. So I'm your host for today. I'm Melissa, but you can call me Mary. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Sparklearn EdTech. And
Yes.
for today's episode, I will be introducing to you guys my new co-host, which is JP. So yeah, JP, introduce yourself.
Hello everyone. I'm JP. I'm working as a full stack developer at Sparklearn at also a crypto enthusiast. So napakalaking chance maka-join at maka-co-host sa the learning space natin sa episode 3. Excited rin ako matuto tapos makarinig ng mga bagong kaalaman mula sa mga experts natin sa NFT.
Ayan.
Bale.
So si JP yan yung kumbaga sa team namin, tinatawag namin siyang Mr. Crispy Voice. Kasi ano yan,
Hindi na
maganda yung
hindi,
boses niya.
hindi ko nga po alam kung maganda pa yung boss. Sana okay naman yung pick up po ng mic.
Tapos, di ba may mga vlogs din yan si JP. So, aside from Mr. Crispy Voice, ang tawag namin din sa kanya, si Kasangga. Kasi meron din siyang vlog.
Ay, may pa-plug po. No? Opo, meron po akong YouTube channel, maliit na YouTube channel. Yung Kasangga Vlogs po. Pag nagka-time kayo, ma-check sa YouTube. Doon ko po nilalagay yung mga travel videos ko. I usually do Bicol to Pampanga with my motorcycle. Doon ko po nilalagay. So, pero next time,
Ayan.
pag-usapan natin. Thank you po, ma'am.
Sige. No problem. Ayan. So, before we have our self-introduction of our guests, no, let's have
So,
a uh, brief background about Sparklearn EdTech para dito sa mga bago nating joiners of the learning space.
yes,
So,
welcome everyone.
yung Sparklearn EdTech po, isa siyang online upskilling platform for blockchain technology and Web3 education. Kaya namin binuo yung platform namin and yung startup namin. Kasi we believe that the Philippines can become a global hub for blockchain and Web3. Kasi, di ba, very grabe yung crypto adoption natin, yung NFT usage natin. And we want the Philippines to become the global hub for blockchain and Web3. And in order to achieve that, we want to cultivate a community of blockchain and Web3 builders with Filipinos taking lead. So as of now, we are starting with the Web3 developers. So we have a blockchain developer bootcamp. So that is our starting point. But as we progress, as our startup progresses along the years to come, we will also help other builders, other Web3 builders in the space. So we will not just focus only on the blockchain developers. So ito Twitter space namin, it's called the Learning Space. We initiated this Twitter space because we want to have a para sort of podcast or yung ganong initiative na yung community, meron silang avenue for open and unfiltered discussion about different topics in blockchain and Web3. And we have the chance to listen to different voices and learn about their assessments and opinions that can help you in your journey in learning blockchain and Web3. So that is Sparklearn EdTech and the learning space. So JP, baka meron kang gustong idagdag before we go on to our guest.
Yes po, welcome ulit. Welcome po sa mga kaka-join lang at sa mga kanina na hindi pa natin na-welcome. Kung may mga question po kayo sa mga guest natin mamaya, pwede po kayo mag-hit ng request na button para makapagtanong kayo at personally matanong yung mga speakers natin ngayong gabi. Yun lang po. At pwede rin po kayo mag-message sa amin sa mga Twitter accounts namin para mabasa namin yung tanong nyo. Kung nahihiya kayo magsalita, kami na lang po magtatanong. Yun lang.
Natutunan ko sa previous Twitter Spaces. Mas marami nagtatanong pag may prize. So
Ah,
parang nasa mood ako magpag-giveaway
ayan
mamaya
na.
sa mga magtatanong.
Ayan na.
So yan, before matapos yung space, let's entertain questions. Tapos yung may mga questions, we will give them prizes. So a little bit of it later na lang. So let's
Sige po.
welcome yung mga guests para hindi tayo mapatagal sa natin, sa
Apo.
chikahan natin, JP. So we
Sige po.
have Rain Laluna, the co-founder, one of the co-founders of Filipinas NFT, and Kyle J. Naron, marketing specialist of Only. So let's have Rain first for her self-introduction and
So,
to be followed by KJ.
All right, thank you for that. Yeah, I first I'd like to thank you for having me tonight. And yeah, docs na docs ako, Rain Luna. Anyway, guys, I'm Rain, also one of the co-founders of Filipinas NFT. And at the same time, what I'm doing in the space is also a marketer. So NFTs and other Web3 areas, I do some of the marketing and social media. And I'm just excited of what this space, and I hope I could share or impart some knowledge to you. Yun lang. Thank you.
thank you so much po. At sunod natin si Kyle J. Naron. Ito po ba to? Si Chong from Only.
Docs na docs talaga, moment. But yeah, hi
Syempre.
everyone.
Ganun talaga, ganun
Di ba
talaga.
di ba pag nasa class, buong name, complete name. Pag wala kang attendance.
Nature of blockchain is transparency. So,
Yan,
Oo.
transparency.
so yun. Hi everyone. Yeah, my name is KJ. You can call me KJ or Chong, but most of my friends from other projects, especially on Discord, also know they call me Chong for some reason kasi yun yung Discord name ko. But yeah, I'm currently the marketing specialist of Only. So Only is an NFT, Web3, and Metaverse native XR solutions company. And yun, I've been in the space for around a couple of years now, pero I've been working in the block Web3 space since late 2020, 2020. So, ayun, I saw familiar classmates from our usual Twitter space here on Twitter. So, ayun, I hope I could share some knowledge if, impart as well some stuff to you guys. Wow! ang kulit, no? Yan, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kyle. Chong na lang tuloy. Para medyo komportable.
Ako
Sa-
talaga tawagin ko pa rin siyang KJ.
Ayan, yan. KJ na lang. KJ.
I like KJ better kasi meron akong bad memory sa
Sa
Chong.
Chong.
Chong,
Ako, magpalit ka na ng
But yeah,
username.
sa
Ayan.
only kasi nagbigay sa akin ng name na KJ. So from that, doon na siya nag-start actually. Yan.
So are you ready, guys? Ready na kayo sa Q&A proper natin?
Yes.
So, ready ka na ba, Rain and KJ,
Yes.
for our first question? So, this first question, it's in a tradition dun sa previous na the learning space. Since blockchain, crypto, NFTs by nature, these are very technical aspects and not all of us can understand easily these technicalities. So how can you simply explain NFT to a beginner? For example, to your sister or to your mother or father who is perhaps maybe a senior citizen. How can you simply explain NFT to them? So let's have KJ muna.
Yun, thank you. So, ayun, I think this is one of the questions that I got as well while applying for parang crypto jobs before. So, parang tanong nila back then was like, how could you explain such complex idea or complex technology to a kid? And I would say that NFT is the technology, that proves who is like the owner of a digital object or like asset. So, NFT, parang it's a term for non-fungible token. So, it is something non-fungible. So, anong ibig sabihin ng non-fungible? So, this means that it cannot be replaced or exchanged for something of identical value. So, for example, if one person is currently on the Web3, pero hindi niya pa ina-explore yung yung NFT side kasi he or she might encounter cryptocurrency first. So, uh, an example of a fungible naman is a coin, sabihin natin yung Philippine peso. So, 1,000 pesos, sabihin natin may exchange mo siya for another 1,000 pesos. So it doesn't really matter kung ano yung coins na meron ka or kung anong pera na meron ka. The point is you still have that 1,000 pesos. So an NFT naman siya, it's a non-fungible in nature. So unique siya. It has a unique digital identifier that cannot be copied, cannot be substituted or subdivided. And recorded siya sa blockchain. So you have parang one of the things as well that nakikita ko or napapansin ko before was they tend to associate blockchain, they tend to associate rather NFTs with the artworks, sabihin natin. You have to take note that NFT is the digital certificate of ownership. So the it is something that representing the purchase of a digital asset. So by that, it uses blockchain technology to digitally signify ownership. So uh, bigyan ko kayo ng example, parang NFT is like the title of the car rather than the car itself. So, pag sa picture naman, or like sa digital asset, digital artwork, yung artwork, hindi siya yung NFT, but the parang yung ownership no, na nagsisignify na ikaw yung owner, that's the NFT. Parang ganun. Ganun siya. So, parang, yun. Pero, may mag-a-ask, one person asked me, so ano yung mga items na way before pa to na-discover na blockchain, ang non-fungible in nature. So, I really wanted to give an example of Mona Lisa painting. So, painting is parang Mona Lisa painting exists only once. Parang isa lang yun. Yes, marami siyang copycats, parang marami siyang maraming artworks na inspired by her, by that kind of painting. Pero hindi siya yung Mona Lisa painting. So, it could be yours, but no one else would own that exact same thing by the exact same artist. So, ganun siya. Yun. That's how I could explain NFTs naman. Yun.
Thank you so much.
So sorry, no, medyo
Antindi ng
malaki.
mga... Hindi. Yun eh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Si Rain, tanungin natin. Ulitin ko ulit yung
Actually,
tanong para...
nasabi ni Chong. Okay.
Oo nga, parang
Um,
naubos eh.
Oo.
Oh my God, sorry na.
It's okay. Probably I'll just have to add something siguro.
So,
Yeah, Chong was right. I'd agree with all the terms he mentioned. For me then it's being unique at itself. Yeah, unique yung ano niya. So it's like your digital signature na hindi siya pwedeng makopy. It's also a way for like paano ba sabihin? It represents din kasi like artworks, diverse things. Pwede ding real estate. It's like a proof of ownership yung NFT na yon. And with the recent trends we have right now, kasi dati we have to admit that NFTs are only viewed as like a profile picture. But with the use cases that we have right now, it's like revolutionizing the industry, making things like becoming more progressive, especially with the brands coming into the Web3 and using or utilizing NFTs for a better customer experience. So yeah, in that way, it's aside from it being a unique, aside from it as proof of ownership, it's also a thing that could be the next big thing in the future, now where everyone is adapting to this kind of innovation, and basically it's really your like an asset, you own the asset. Ayan, yun lang yung for me ma-add ko.
Okay, so basically from your answers, KJ and Rain, what I have surmised is NFTs or non-fungible tokens. It is utilized for proof of ownership, not necessarily, kumbaga, for art lang siya, for this particular use case lang siya. Parang It is a tool to make the proof of ownership easier. Kasi, um, yun nga, for example, sa mga problems na experience natin, for example, when it comes to piracy and
Yeah.
other stuff like that, pwedeng magamit si NFT dito.
Yes.
Tama ba?
Mm.
Kasi may proof of ownership.
Yes. Especially kasi recorded siya with the blockchain. So, blockchain is nearly impossible to, manipulate. Otherwise, if it's just, a very centralized blockchain, there's like a pero if the blockchain naman has a decentralized in nature, once that it's recorded on the it's like blockchain is a public ledger, so everyone can snoop in like, oh, is this like the legit one? Is this siya ba talaga yung may-ari nito and all of that? So yes, parang it can be represented by various use cases. Parang right now we often see parang profile pictures or like digital arts as a form of NFT. Pero other people never really realized what could be like a good or like what could be a possibilities for this kind of technology in terms of use cases. So, parang may nakausap ata ako before. This is just like recently lang. Share ko na lang, Ben. Parang sinabi niya sa akin na, what's
Sige,
like really
sige.
Sorry, nag-chika na talaga ako.
Sige lang, no problem yan.
And ano ba talaga yung point ng NFT? So, parang, did you just pay like a 1 million pesos or 500,000 pesos for a digital art? And then, I just can go online and download it, like the exact same thing for free. I could just like, right click and then right click and pay.
Save.
Sabi niya, like, the only thing na nandyan lang naman with NFTs is like a string of data that represents the sole ownership of the art. Sabi ko. And then sabi ko, you know what? You answered your question. Kasi, exactly you have that string of data that legally represents the sole ownership of that digital asset. So, I think nakuha niyo naman siguro yung point of NFT. Denial lang siya. Pero, parang yeah, it's very fun and it's very funny and like how this kind of interactions of people on internet I got. And sometimes you just need to like make pok further. Kasi medyo kailangan lang ng konting shaken. But yeah, there's like a lot of use cases pa naman that you could like apply it further. Well, thank you, Tito Boy.
So yun, sa amin, ang term namin sa mga pagpukpok is bonking. So yun, kailangan mo pa ng further bonking
Bonks.
sa mga tao na they think na yung NFT, it's only restricted sa mga profile pictures. But since we are already in the area
Use
of use
cases.
cases, no? Di ba, JP? Proceed
Yes.
na tayo sa second question agad.
Yan.
Ikaw naman magtanong.
Sige, napag-uusapan na lang natin yung use cases. Yung kalawa nating tanong, what are the different use cases of NFTs today? Bukod dun sa profile picture natin. Mas i-broaden pa natin. Unahin natin si Rain. Si Rain naman, patsikahin natin.
Alright. Okay. I thought nag-rap ako. So, anyway, with the different use cases, right now kasi, yung majority is more into the profile picture. But
Yes po.
come to think of it, the NFTs can be used in different industries. But right now, there are this like used in fashion, used in music, even brands and some of the services. So one example right now is, let's say, Starbucks. They they're releasing they're releasing this like for them to get into the web. They have the NFTs that will serve like for better customer experience. They have the loyalty programs and such like exclusive rewards for their customers. So yeah, and other coffee shops that we have. If you heard about, I forgot the one with Likha. It's Kape. I forgot the name, but they're using NFTs to like a membership card to get the exclusive discounts. So ayun. There is also the like a service type of service. Like for example, I'm a coach, and because I've recently talked with a client. He's a coach and he's like an entrepreneur coach having up to 50K yung worth ng courses niya. But right now, he'll be using an NFT to provide better service um to his students. So in that way, yung NFTs na yun, it's also a ticket to that course na meron yung coach na yun. So there are other use cases na ginagamit siya. For me kasi I'm more into the looking at the current trends right now. And we have also the rate NFTs, which is MITI, having there's a real estate properties, if you know it, in Vietnam, and then they using blockchain, utilizing blockchain, and have this NFTs, right? And then yeah, those are the things na I recently got um nababasa ko and naririnig ko. So other than that, there have been several use cases in the gaming and even gambling, sports. So ayun, it's really like the industry papunta doon lahat. Like time will come that all other industries, businesses, brands that we know will get into the NFT trend. Yes. Ayun lang.
May
Ay, thank you,
question
Rain.
lang ako, Rain, since na-mention mo yung real estate. Curious lang kasi ako doon sa project na Meta-in, na encounter ko siya sa Spaces din and then sa Twitter. Paano nila, ano yung mechanism ng NFT sa real estate sa project nila? Hello?
Hello, wait na. Yan
Okay.
na si Rain.
Nararag ba si Rain? Hindi ko alam po ako yung nararag or si Rain. Ito na
Si
naman
Rain
si
po yata.
Twitter. Ito na naman siya. Nagsisimula
Ayan.
na naman siya.
Sorry, naglalag. Ewan ko, I thought nagralag ako or ano pa. Basta nag-freeze yung screen ng phone ko. Okay. Disclaimer, we actually have here Papa B, the one of the members of Methane and Sirius as well. With Methane, from what I know, it's using and it's actually real estate. They have this property in Vietnam already bought, and then with the rate, it's actually um, they're using blockchain. So parang for you to be able to invest on that property, you could actually buy the rate NFT at a worth of $10. So parang they have this yeah, utilizing blockchain, having transforming the rate kasi we have real estate rate already in the web 2. If I'm not mistaken, rate might not be that popular pa here in Philippines since it was introduced in like 2 years ago. So rate actually I just learned about it when I got into methane, and it's still a very new concept for most of the Filipinos we have, but in the other countries it's been introduced. So with methane, they are using the blockchain for people from even other countries to invest on that on rates. So kasi if hindi ako nagkakamali, you cannot invest in a rate if you're outside the country. But to solve that gap, people abroad could invest into it through the NFTs. Kasi it's a global thing. Anyone could invest on the blockchain. So ayun, that mag-heart nga kayo Papa B if I did explain it right. So,
Wala ka dyan, Rain. Nag-heart ba sila?
Oo.
Di ko nakikita yung mga ano.
May heart naman po sa tabi nung username.
Yeah, that's it's actually a rate NFTs and having NFTs as a security. So this thing could be more technical, and I might not be the best person to ask about the securities aspect of this methane. But yeah,
Ah. So kanina, nami-mention mo yung rate, napa-search agad ako sa Google.
di ba?
So it means real
Rate ba
estate
is like
investment trust.
because parang
Ano yun,
parang
KJ?
stock exchange. So, hello? Am I audible ba? Hello? Sorry
Yes,
na,
yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Alam mo naman ang APEC, brownout na
Ay, yes.
naman.
Me too.
Ay, oo pala.
Oh,
Mag-ano muna
Okay.
tayo, mag-display, mag-inform pala tayo sa listeners muna natin. Na since most of the yung speaker, si KJ, and then kaming mga host, located kami sa Albay, pasintabi lang po, malakas po ang brownout dito. So, pag nawala kami, nag-end yung space, ibig sabihin, inatake na naman kami ni Apec. Brownout na naman.
nag-join sa Twitter Space.
Segue lang. Ano yun, KJ? Ano yung na-mention mo?
Nahiya na tuloy si KJ.
Oh,
Ay,
kasi ano,
parang regarding sa real estate investment yung sinasabi ni KJ.
ayun. So, yun nga, chinek ko yung rate. Di ko kasi alam din yung rate. So, it means real estate investment trust. But anyway, siguro pwede natin na-invite si Papa B later after nung Q&A.
Yes po.
Yeah, ayun. Yes, we'd love to. I think nararag din si Chong.
Ayan, talaga itong Twitter eh.
Ayun na si,
Sana ma-improve nila yung Twitter space.
parang nawala si KJ.
I'm back.
Ibalik ko
Ayan,
lang.
KJ, what are you sharing a while ago before you were gone?
Yeah, I just added that
Yeah.
I encountered Gray two years ago, and then because I was investing as well locally for Philippine Stock Exchange, and it's really nice as well to like see that kind of offer opportunity for for like the people to have that kind of um parang read in the NFT space or like within the blockchain as well. So, I never really like, I was in awe kasi sabi ko, wow, possible pala siya. So, ayun. La-share ko lang din. Kasi parang na-encounter ko lang siya Web 2 eh, like, or like in local stock market, and I never really like realized that it's currently happening as well with in Web 3. Sorry na, nag-brown out kasi. So, I have to go upstairs.
So ikaw na pala yung naapektado ka na.
I was the first ally.
But aside from what,
Dito rin sa amin rin ay Chong nag-brown out din
So, like,
sa
mabuti bumalik na.
napaload ako bigla.
But yeah. Sige. Siguro I'll add na rin. Kasi I'm not sure if...
Oo, papunta na ako dun eh. yung, ano pa yung maa-add mo? Ano pa yung maa-add mo na use cases, na-mention na yung real estate, and other things. Baka meron pa meron pa yan, I'm sure of it. Use cases ng NFTs.
Sige. Sige. I haven't really heard full, narrative of Brain kanina since I got dragged for some reason. Pero, sige, I think one of the, hindi nakalalayo with Philippine gaming. So, legacy and all of that. So it's one of the effective board to onboard as well as to introduce this kind of technology with a lot of people in the country. And ayun, music NFTs as well are a thing. I'm not sure if you guys heard, pero Nadine Lustre was the second Filipino who released an NFT song. So that's like one thing as well na parang, oh, it's possible pala. And Ali Young was the first Filipino singer with an NFT out na, currently available. And I think it was together with Alibata Records. So they are like the one na parang who made it possible. If I'm not mistaken, si marketing ni Binance was like also the person behind of Alibata Records. So it's a really nice thing to like, see as well. Siguro I'll add na lang din for like parang real world asset, just like real estate. I think one of the great thing this I'm just like kind of imagining this one, but smaller items such as jewelries, I think NFT could like help to prove the legitimate ownership when it comes to reselling value. And I would say that in terms of supply chain as well, I guess IBM is currently I if I'm not mistaken, already the system for that one. Pero they have IBM blockchain, pero I'm not sure if they really put on the NFTs. But I could see the application of NFT to parang NFT scan and like malalagyan ng bagong timestamp and metadata is added. So I think it could be like a good thing to put, the application of NFT. What else? Digital collectibles such as mga wearable sa metaverse. Metaverse land. So, mga land sales ng, for example, Distancia Land, for instance, Mustachoverse. And also, parang gusto ko talaga makita, like, event tickets. Or like, like concert, then the ticketing will be through kasi it's validated by the blockchain. That's kind of like top of my head. Pero, yun, looking forward as well for a lot of builders to further develop the I know a lot of people are, and we just need to recognize each and every one of them as well. Na parang, oh, this is what they're like, building. And we could like really see if it's zero or a hero. So, yeah. A zero or a hero. Alam niyo ni Ma'am Mary kung saan ko yung nakuha. Kaka-shark tank natin. No?
Saan ba yan? Hindi ko maalala.
Yeah.
Saan natin yung nakuha, KJ, na zero from, zero to hero? Hello?
Nawala ba ako? Ayan.
Thank you,
Sir
KJ.
Janine.
Hello.
Wait lang.
Parang ako sabi ko na lang nawala. Sabi ko nawala ba ako?
Okay pa ba?
Hello?
Hindi nawala na si Ma'am Mary. Ito siya naman
Hello?
yung pangalawa na na-apekto.
Hello?
Apektuhan rin. May naka-experience na ba sa inyo or naka-discover nung birth certificate na naka-NFT? Or may
Ako
project ka lang?
I stumbled upon a certificate done by Sparklearn from the previous DB. So, parang
yes,
nakita ko na, uy, parang nagsalita doon si Harbs dun sa Slack. Tapos sabi ko, it's possible. Diploma as well is a good one. Parang I think I mentioned this one before that kailan ko kayo may experience na maybe in my master's or like graduates or diplomas degree na parang, kanina ako graduate with an NFT na diploma. It's really cool, no? Parang, alam mong hindi pinarek. So there's like the authenticity behind that,
Yeah.
It could be, yeah. Oh,
Mga
digital
documents,
signature.
no?
NFT ba?
Yes, digital signature.
Yeah.
So, yun yung maganda sa NFT, no? At saka sa blockchain kasi. Hello,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Ayan.
Yan,
Biktima.
Ako naman yung nalag. Stress talaga ako dito kay Twitter. Kada may Twitter space na lang. Palagi na lang ganito. Pero,
Kung hindi APEC.
moving on. Maganda yung mga nabigay ni Rain and then ni KJ na mga use cases ng NFTs. Tapos, na-overhear ko yung sa birth certificate. Nililista ko kasi para pwede mga bagong startup ideas. Merong birth certificate. Tapos yun, academic records. Maganda yan para, alam mo naman, meron tayo ditong mahilig na
Oo. Para
mahilig magsinungaling about their
Oo, para wala
Credentials.
nang debate.
academic
About
achievements. Wala nang recto-recto. NFT na yan. Diba?
Just send the TX hash.
Tapos dito sa event tickets, alam niyo yung sa Globe, yung kay Metaverse Go,
Yes.
yung goodie.
Yes.
Yung NFT nila, it's actually a ticket to the 917 Music Festival. Tama?
Yeah.
Tama ba?
Yeah. Sa G Music ata yun. Yeah.
Oo. So, nakakaaliw, no, na we started with profile pictures, na sinasabi profile pictures lang yan. You can just right-click and save it to actually having good use cases.
Better than the traditional.
So, ayan si JP. Sa third question natin, si JP ang may nito, kasi muno.
Yan kasi medyo marami rin nagtatanong nito kung ano daw po yung what is the difference between digital art from NFT art. So, may mga pahapyaw na tayo kanina. But let's explain further kung para mas maintindihan natin. Sige, sino gusto mauna? Sino naman ang unahin natin? Salita lang, no?
Sige, ako na lang.
Sige, si KJ.
I think the main difference between digital art and NFTs is the digital art can always be an NFT. but an NFT can't always be a digital art. So when you say like a digital art, these are your digital artworks. May it be from paint software of your laptop, may it be like a hand-drawn piece on your tablet, may a lot of forms of digital art, may it be like a motion graphics. Digital arts are, as the name says, artwork that exists inside of a computer lang. Not until that kind of magic ni crypt ni blockchain. Dun pa lang siya, how do you say this? How could I explain it further? Na parang, parang, wait, nasa ano na ng dila ko eh.
Nasa
Parang,
dulo na.
sa dulo na siya ng dila ko na parang, uh, the only thing that limits digital art, your digital art, instead of your computer, is that from becoming an NFT, is the underlying blockchain technology that brings it to life. So, not unless linagay mo yan sa blockchain, minute mo yan, and all of that, hindi siya magiging NFT. So, the technology itself is, like the main reason kung paano siya naging NFT. So, ulitin ko lang, the main difference in it is that digital art can always be an NFT, but NFT can always be a digital art. It could be like a lot of forms of digital ownership of any digital asset. So, I think that's
Yun ano.
JP, okay na yung sagot.
May masasabi na tayo pag may nagtanong. Pag may nagtanong, NFT can always be a digital art, but a digital art can't always be an NFT. May sagot na tayo sa kanila.
Baliktad.
Sige. Baliktad ba?
Lakas, JP.
Baliktad ba?
Bagsak ka kay KJ.
Tinetest ko lang,
75.
tinetest ko lang kung naalala ni KJ yung sagot niya.
But yeah, ayan. Sige.
Sige, punta tayo kay Rain.
Ayun. Kanina ko pa tinatanong if ako ba yung nararag or tayong lahat nararag. Kasi paputol-putol yung naririnig ko. So, yeah, like what Chong said, digital art is art created out of the technology using software. But it will not be NFT unless you mint it or incorporate blockchain to it. Kaya, ayun, the main difference lang din is because NFT, art is using the blockchain for it to be an NFT, while digital art, it's just an art that's not being put in the blockchain. So I think that's the simplest explanation. And with Filipinas NFT, it's we have we are actually supporting this in the space. Abangan niyo yung collection, first ever collection. We have that Abante Babae infused with women empowerment infused with a Filipino culture, and we're happy because there were like 12 artists who participated in that collection, and they're creating artworks, digital artworks, and once we were able to mint that one in the marketplace, then that's gonna be turned into NFTs. And you guys watch out because it will be also displayed in the Tokyo Art Gallery and more exciting events coming. So plug ko lang din since we're talking about artists here, digital artworks. So we're basically helping also artists to be in the space. Ayun. Yes, that's it.
Yun. So, na-mention mo rin na you're helping artists, specifically Filipino artists. How do you onboard this artist into the NFT space? Meron ba kayong process? Like, kayo ba yung nagpipick doon sa mga artists na ipapasok sa Filipinas NFTs? Or may sila, yung mga artists yung lalapit sa inyo? Ano yung process nyo sa pagpili and then pagtulong sa mga artists na walang experience sa NFT and then eventually papasok dito sa NFT industry?
All right. So thank you for that question, Mary. What we've been doing since Philippines NFT was created February of this year, what we've been doing in the last February until like maybe July, we're we're actually opening Filipinas NFT to everyone to meet artworks. NFTs are digital artworks, and during the events that we're partnered with, like the JCI event, the Conquest, we have those artworks displayed. Yeah, those displayed on those events. So we have this artist record of artists as well as along with their portfolio. Now, we have this collaboration with Meeting, and from there we are messaging the artists who were part of the previous events that we had, and what we have thought is because they're going to be creating an artwork out of the theme that we provided, so might as well this artist who participated in the collaboration will be officially onboarded as a Filipinas NFT artist. And some of them, what we have also one artist who's just 11 years old, and 11 years old but creating great artwork. And so with our first batch of artists, it will be through the collaboration with Metain. Ayun, kung sino yung sumama with that collaboration and that artwork. Kasi ang ganda ng theme, Abante Babae collection, women empowerment infused with Filipino culture. So makikita niyo upon the pag nailabas na namin publicly, makikita nyo it's not only limited to profile picture. The artworks are created in a way through their own art style. Kaya yun yung maganda. There's an artwork that really had like watercolor and then had it like digital and mint it. No, not yet mint. Submitted it as a digital artwork. So yun pa lang yung process namin with the first onboarding of artists. In our next batch, probably in the future, we will have steps to onboard more. Kasi we wanted to highlight first the 12 artists that we have and help them build a name in NFT. And that's why we are collaborating with events, um, physical events and digital events that's still to be announced in the future. So, ayun lang yung current process namin and looking forward to more of the artists be onboarded in Filipinas NFT.
Thank you. Parang nakakaingit maging lalaki. Sa mga lalaking artist natin dyan. Baka pwede kayo gumawa rin ng Filipino NFT.
Pero maganda yun na maganda yun na
Mm-hmm.
initiative na, wait lang, parang may narinig akong echo.
Kanina yan.
So, magandang initiative yun na Abante Babae,
Abante
Pilipinas NFT. Kasi, I mean, for me, parang more, kumbaga spotlight for the women empowerment. And sa mga nangyayari sa space ngayon, if you're aware doon sa mga recent na happenings about the lunch house, yung may concern doon about women founders na nagkaroon ng mga negative experiences. Maganda na meron tayong ganitong platform na create a safe space rather to Filipinas, and hopefully may plan ba kayo rin na yung Filipinas NFT mag-expand to not just here in the Philippines but to other women.
Yes.
For now, we just want to highlight Filipinas NFT is an inclusive, but we are highlighting women. With the artists right now, we may focus first on the women, but in the future, as we expand, we will onboard more for inclusivity na rin. But our community is open to all. In terms of expanding in global, having artists globally, it might be in the future. But what we're doing right now is to collaborate with artists global. So having Filipinas NFT, for example, this Tokyo Digital Gallery, the artworks will be displayed there. So we just want to build first the brand that Filipinas NFT is, as well as the artists and widen our reach and presence in the NFT space. And eventually in the future, Filipinos NFT could bring in more artists, and we'll see from there. So that's gonna be like exciting stuff to do in the future.
Ayan, thank you so much, Rain, for your answers and sharing your thoughts about Filipinas NFT and women in general.
Nawala
So
ba
let's
ako?
have KJ.
For
Andito ka pa, hindi ka pa nawawala.
Yes, KJ.
Hello? Hello?
Rinig ka namin, KJ. Nawala ulit si KJ.
Baka kailangan niya leave the space.
Tapos rejoin. Ayan,
Bakit
connect.
kaya lately yung Twitter space ganito?
Baka ang dami nang nagtiteacher space.
Marami ba?
Baka nabigla sila.
Ayan, so habang hinihintay natin si KJ bumalik sa atin, iniwan na tayo.
Sorry na, feeling ko naglolo ko sa Twitter ngayon for some reason.
Ayan. Rinig mo na ba kami,
Yes,
KJ?
yes.
Ayan.
Yun.
Ikaw naman, it's your time to shine,
Wow.
dog. Oo, as only, di ba ang only, the same, ano din, na you help artists onboard into NFT. So the same question lang din, how do you help them enter the industry? What steps do you take? And what are your plans in the long run for this artist na na-onboard nyo sa platform nyo?
Yun. For us naman at only, so we had this initiative as well to onboard. The first one, I think we launched this one last year. So what we did from that was to onboard traditional artists to help them showcase their as well their talents, their works to the global market. No? Since the proximity or like the regional barrier na nag-exhibit sila dito. However, people from from this region or dito lang sa atin, yun lang makaka-appreciate ng artworks nila. So what we did was we tokenized their physical art, and so yun, we tokenized their physical art and turned it into an NF. So it's a collection of traditional paintings from various artists in the country. So that's only House of Art. And for the second one naman is we help as well to onboard artists, Web 2 artists, may it be digital artists or traditional artists that they try to make it as well to like a digital one. So we also launched earlier this year the Only Market Artist Launchpad naman. So this is together with the partnership together with ulit-ulit na ako. So this is together with Crypto RTH. So Crypto RTH na is a community-driven group supporting Filipino crypto artists. So what we did here naman is that we curate the artists and their NFT collections from within the community. So um, with this naman, we think it's very much good as well if we have like a visual spiral. I could explain this one as like when a digital artist is trying to strike into the Web3 space or like trying to explore Web3 with NFTs and all of that. The marketing in terms of within the Web3 space is very much crucial because it's very different from Web2. So you cannot just like paid ads and all of that. In Web3, you have to make your own community and have their support. Kasi yun talaga yung mag-determine as well for you to, are you doing good? They could be like your accountability as well na parang, hey, this is parang off dito and all of that. So you could always get their takes as well. So what we did as well for only market artist launchpad is that we handle the technicality. So in terms of the technicalities naman, there are easiest way as well to launch or to mint your artworks through various sites such as like OpenSea, a lot o parang ano pa, Showtime as well. Tapos may mga currently existing marketplace that we have. Pero sa amin, we take on the smart contract, we take on the marketing, we take on the gas fee, and we take on the marketplace, the utilities, and we also take as well uh, the onboarding experience of the artist so that the artist or the brands could jump into the Web3 space, focusing on their creativity, their creative freedom to get whatever, something that they always wanted to do. So that's one thing. And for Only Market Artist Launchpad, recently we launched two collections from that initiative. So it's the arts of Kaysar Johan, the Boy Devil collection, as well as the collection of Panda Noity, which is the Dreaded Shrooms collection. So that's how we try to onboard digital artists to Web3, as well as for traditional artists naman for only House of Art, we had the exploits and effects. I'm not sure if I could like, give an alpha for ano, pero ayun, we had a prospect buyer for three of the paintings. So, ayun, something as well to look out for once like announce na kami if it's official. But yeah, that's how we try to support artists naman to be in the on this space.
Ayun, thank you, KJ. Ang maganda sa inyo, sa mga ginagawa ninyo, yung artist, makakapag-focus na lang sila sa creative side nila, yung freedom nila para gawin yung gusto nila, nang hindi na sila masyadong namumroblema sa paano yung marketing,
Yeah.
paano nila i-tokenize.
Mm-mm.
They will just focus on creating their art.
Mm-mm. So, parang once they release their collection with us, parang, okay, just focus on your creativity and all of that, and we'll just do the hard stuff right here. So, once you're ready, we will be also preparing ourselves for your launch. We'll do the marketing as well. So, it's a really nice way as well for the artist. That kind of experience is currently the one lacking from most of the time. Parang, napapansin sa mga artists, parang, Chong or KJ, like, how do you do this smart contract? Do I really have to code it? Or what's like the certain royalty that I deserve? So parang ako naman parang, hey, whatever royalty that you deserve, it's valid. Parang you get your fair share on your work. So I think kung magkano yan or kung magkano man yung royalty for that one, um, go for it. Pero on us naman, we have a royalty fee for our artists, so secondary market is not a problem as well for them.
Yun. Thank you. Thank you so much, KJ. So let's open the floor to our classmates. Yung may mga questions dyan, as I said a while ago, magpapag-giveaway tayo. Kasi yun yung napansin ko sa mga na-attendan kong Twitter Spaces. Natutuwa yung mga classmates natin pag may pag-giveaway tayong So, yung mga magtatanong sa ating mga speakers, makaka-receive ng SRKB token.
Wow!
yung worth, lang, mga 1 million SRKB. Charot. 500 pesos worth of SRKB. So, pwede tayo, let's entertain 2 to 3 questions. Yung mga gusto magtanong.
May nagre-request na po. May nagre-request na magsalita. Si Sip Croix.
Oh my God! Si class.
Kaya si Sir Sip.
Si Sir Sip.
Sip Pro.
Sige.
Hindi yan Sip Pro. Ano yung pronunciation mo? Sip Pro daw yan. Sip Pro. French.
Kit that it na muna
Hi,
ako.
classmates. Parang
Ayan. Hi, Sir Classmate.
babawi ko kay Mary kasi yung tanong niya kahapon. Hindi, joke lang.
Uy, wag sir. May meeting pa ako after nitong Twitter Space.
And then, so, thank you for accepting my request to ask questions sa distinguished na mga guests natin na marketers. So, siguro, gusto kong marinig from them since they are expert in marketing. With the current state of the market right now, ano yung mga suggestion nyo or let's say plans that you could recommend, let's say for projects na who are planning to sell out or to sell their NFTs at this current market condition?
Siyempre, unahin na natin si Rain kasi siya talaga yung batikan. Go, Rain.
Hala, gabi. Ano ba? How do I say this one? Kasi like I said, NFTs right now are changing, right? Hindi na lang siya yung NFTs na may different kasi ng types ng NFTs eh. If you want the NFTs na like profile picture and then to be followed yung utilities and more targeting it to Degen, ayun, pina-alpha groups, mga ganun. Some of the NFTs naman are utility NFTs talaga, like or like for example with the Starbucks having this like brands incorporating NFTs. For me, with the current market condition, important pa din kasi yung ano ba yung vision ng NFT mo. And then have to also know who will be your target market. And you have to see then what value you can add to the community. NFTs in terms of marketing, it's still experimental. And I have to admit, if we're going to look at the current community ng Filipino and when it comes to their buying power with NFTs, especially with the local project, it's not that yeah, you get niyo naman yung sinasabi ko ba. Hindi siya yung holders mindset talaga. Majority ng nasa atin. It's more of like some people would do the flipping. So with that, kailangan mo din i-emphasize kung sino ba yung tina-target market mo. If your NFT wanted to get sell out and to you want to you have to target the alpha groups, you have to target you have to shield it to as many communities as possible, and yun lang, the difference will be yung sino-sino yung mapapasok sa community, but at the same with the building community, still you have to provide value. May mga NFTs naman na super niche ng ano nila, super niche nung ang tawag dito, yung NFT, it's focusing din talaga sa mga collectors. So yun din yung ita-target, kung sino-sino ba sila. Are they in the Web3? Are they in the Web2? So both ways, titingnan mo yun. Kasi with the market right now, many people might not really be invested in NFTs. But if you're aiming for the long term, then while it's a bear market, then you have to continue building the community. Kasi at the end of the day, it's still the community that will help the project will help it sold out. Ayun for me.
Yun. I think on my end naman was, as I mentioned kanina, the marketing in Web3 is way different. I think Rain could agree on this one because I think parang, if I'm not mistaken, Rain has a background in digital marketing in Web2. And the best way as well for me to learn this kind of approach or this kind of realization was I experienced it myself. Parang you don't really need to advertise on ads and all of that. You don't really need to have a hard selling type of shilling. More on the community centric kasi yung Web3, it's more inclusive to a lot of people. And for me, the how do we keep up on that one is that we communicate together with our community. So we set targets. That's one. Parang what could our community could look forward into this quarter or month so that it could build anticipation for them. Parang, oh, this is the team is currently building for them. By the end of the month or end of the quarter, they could be the person na magiging accountability body mo that, hey, do you think na fulfill mo tong target mo or do you think you accomplish this kind of target? So I think the best, not really like the best, one of the great thing as well is like to communicate, be visible in the space, communicate with your community and connect with them because hindi nag-work yung parang I'm so high up the table, parang you can't reach me. Parang it's not the thing in crypto or like in NFT space. So being, parang maging immersive ka lang sa kanila, parang oh, this is what we're building, can I parang this, oh, what do you think about this one? Parang ayun, be open as well for a lot of pivoting if you are like an NFT project na parang, what could we add further value on this project? Parang, if the initial one is not serving you your vision, then maybe it's time as well to pivot and to think about a different way of your approach. And ayun, if magkamali ka man, never put yourself in like a hard situation because with this current market condition, it's I think the best to commit mistakes. Kasi a lot of people are not really into this kind pa. So parang wala, established pa sila. Pero kapag bull run and all of that, I think kind of market condition is the best way to commit mistakes and learn from it because once na ready na yung market, mas alam mo na yung gagawin mo during that time. So I think I'm not sure if nasagot ko yung tanong ni Sir Chef, pero I think that's my take on that one.
Yan, classmate. Nasagot ba yung question mo?
Sorry na, Sir
Ayan, so,
Chef!
hindi naman. Hindi. I'd like to take syempre yung mga guests niyo for giving us a good answer. Kasi for me kasi I'm an aspiring NFT marketer also. Kaya idol ko yung mga speakers niya. So gusto kong matuto din sa kanila.
I think nakita ko yung parang I think
Yung
we are
ano,
taking live. Tapos tinanong mo kung paano maging marketing sa Web3.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I really want to learn actually. I have parang I have an idea about doing marketing pero parang hindi ko kasi masabi sarili ko na marketer kasi ako parang I'm really more comfortable in doing community management. Although I know that community management includes also uh, aspects of marketing and of course sales also. So pero sa akin kasi parang I mean to be like a full-time na marketer, it's another aspect na ako I can see na I have expertise and that is something that I want to learn as well. Ayan, makapagtanong lang talaga ako para may premyo Mary ni. Joke lang.
Magte-trade lang pala tayo, Sir Sif, ng prices. Ano?
Hindi ako yung mapaprocess ng gift mo sa kanila.
Ayan, may ano tayo, may second na magtatanong, si Claire. So, before we ask Claire about her question para sa mga speaker natin, siguro isa na lang, we can entertain one more na mag-question for this space, and then after nun, we can have the guests for their announcements. So ayan, let's have Claire. So, ano yung question mo para sa mga guests natin?
Hi everyone! I'm Claire. Pakilala lang ng mabilis. Si Rain yung nag-invite sa akin dito and salamat na na-introduce din ako sa world ng NFTs. Kaya nang nabanggit niya, first time ko mag-create ng NFT a few days ago lang. And I'm really new to this space, so ang dami ko pang gustong matutuhan. So hindi ko sure kung sa creation ba pero I'm also looking into yun pwedeng kasi nasa writer kasi ako tsaka nasa marketing din. Tapos iniisip ko nga na dun din. So I wanted to understand this better. Tapos lagi nga nababanggit yung community. So, I want to understand more. First, how do you find your community? Yun muna. And how do you build your community? Baka pwedeng ma-share ni KJ at ni Rain yung experiences nila. And kung meron ding mga alam silang best case studies ng mga magagandang communities that we can learn from dun sa finding and building. Ayun. So, yun. How do you find your community? Yun muna. And then how do you build it? So, yun. Salamat!
Oh, ayun daw, guys. Medyo nagkaroon ng angel. Natahimik tayong lahat.
Yung nagrarag nga kasi din, di ba? I don't know what's happening with Twitter right now. Parang, okay, so I think I'll answer that one. Yes, Claire, thank you for asking. Well, paano ba to? Ano nga yun? How do you find the community and how do you build the community? NFT marketing now is more of, like we say, pabago-bago siya. It's very experimental, but there are things that you can do. They said na 80% might be 80-20, 80% might be effective. The rest of the 20% will be experimental. So in 80% part of it is, of course, you have the project, you have to, you need to have that strong vision. Okay, when you have that vision, you need to lay down what are the things to achieve that vision and who will be the people you want to work with. And from there, these people will be helping you looking for other people that will be part of your community. And papasok na din doon yung community partnerships, collaborations with other people. And then from there, may out of this partnerships, collaborations, there will be those that really believe under your project, and there you as a project owner or part of the team, you have to provide value to these people. And when they see that you're really serious with what you're doing, then they'll be the ones to you know to give you the support, and at the same time sharing the information of your project to others. So kumbaga in the web 2 marketing, it's a funnel where you have awareness, then you get into the before you get into the loyalty that converts into sales. Here in the web 3, when you do like especially when NFT marketing, you need, even if it's small team, even if it's still a small community, but as long as you provide value, you have the loyal supporters, you will have a loyal people that supports your project, and from that small people supporting your project, it will expand because they already are being loyal, and they'll be the ones helping spread out the information of your project. So you find you from there, sa nasabi ko, you that's how you find the community, and then you build the community. It's always providing value to the community, and the community gives the support back to you. Ayan.
Ah, ang ganda nun, Rain.
Ay, Max.
Yeah, on my end naman, how do you find your community? Yeah, I could give you like an example of my experience with specific community that I myself was a member with. So we found this kind of community, no? So we've been in that kind of community. Yeah, I could like say Discord server because it's been a perfect way as well for how to really grow your community. No? Before, a lot of people uses Telegram, pero medyo nakita ata yung essence ni Discord. That's why a lot of people migrated or like embrace the power of Discord because a lot could be like automate could like I'll put like a lot of channels. But how do you really find your people? I think you really need to be in a way connected with your community na parang if you're starting or if you're in sabihin natin na kaka-onboard mo lang in Web3 space, how do you find your people? So, a lot of napapansin ko that digital artists, mga artists na napapansin ko, they tend to be in a community ng creators din. So parang napansin ko with Crypto RTH, no, I'll just give an example. They really have that intimate relationship because they themselves could understand each other. So parang, wow, it's a really nice one. And then nakita ko din na parang they parang put most of their digital artworks on Tezos blockchain. So sabi ko, bakit Tezos? So parang sabi ko parang it's really interesting to see that kind of approach na parang wow, very artist-centric and parang ganon. So I asked one of my friends parang what do you think about having parang your NFTs in Tezos or in on OpenSea sabihin natin? Sabi niya, the answer was like, I really think na mas connected ako with Tesos because a lot of my fellow artists uses that one as well. So parang nice. So parang may sense of belongingness as well as may connectivity in a way together with their fellow artists. So parang on that way, parang dun ka nakita on how really important it is as well the community. And then for us naman, what I'm experiencing in Oli is that the community that we have is like the one who is like pushing forward or like giving out the words, in the space. So a lot of people may like say, "Oh, what is only and all of that." So parang ako that time, ito ha, like experience ko, this is like personal experience. But there's like a new event in Manila and then I attended it. This is like a Web3-ish event. And then I was trying to network with a lot of different builders as well in the community, within the space rather. And then sabi niya sa akin, "Oh, so what are your affiliations?" Sabi ko, "Only." And then sabi niya, so ano yung ginagawa niya and all of that. So ako lang parang, okay. So parang, okay. So in-explain ko naman, no. And then I stumbled upon one of the, parang, hindi ko siya kilala as in, like, we had like an interaction on Discord. Pero sinabi niya, "Uy, Chong." So ako lang parang, hello. Na parang, "Uy, nakwento na ni ganito, ganyan. You're from Only." Kasi ko, yeah. So parang, for me, the parang word of mouth is like, wow. That it's very powerful. So I think it's very hard to not really make a room for parang if you're going to release a collection, no? Tapos parang you have this kind of collection. Tapos wala kang there's no support system or like there's no community na ready na parang to be with you on that kind of journey. Parang it's kind of hard. That's what I see it. Though may mga nakikita naman akong project that they really had like a vision, and then the members of the community has the same kind of vision, and that way dun sila nagkaroon ng connective connectivity, connectedness with one another. So, para sabi ko, oh, they're promoting culture. And then when I interacted with the people on their community, parang nasabi nila, oh, we never really had a chance to see other projects with this kind of vision. So that's why uh, we are currently supporting this one. So ako naman parang, okay, that's nice because you can really see that most people will find the same amount of vision kung may existing project din siya na same amount of vision din yung tinatry niyang i-solve or tinatry niyang i-address. So, that's like my take on that question for you, Claire. Wow! Yan, Sir Chef, may kaano ka na ha? May kompetensya ka na.
Salamat po sa inyong dalawa. Thank you, thank you.
Yun. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much po sa mga nagtanong sa atin. Ma'am Claire at kay Sir Cipro. Okay, that it. I-wrap up natin kasi may mga Twitter space pa po ata yung iba ng alas 9. Busy. So, with that, papunta tayo sa announcement. Mauna tayo kay kay KJ.
No.
Para malaman rin natin ng iba.
Ay,
Mga plans natin.
So, ayan. Hindi na ako lalayo. Promote ko na lang din, no? After this Twitter space, later at 9 p.m., there will be a Twitter space as well for AMAC. So, let's talk about AMAC together with Filipino and Bitpinas. So, this will be joined then with our guest speaker for upcoming AMAC, sila Lay Melendres, si Kapitan Joseph, si Verlin Santos, si Carl Vasquez, as well as si Esma, which is nandito din sa Twitter space. Hi, Esma. And as well as Michael of Bitpinas. So, yun. And we will be also having the Albine Multimedia Convention this coming October 8 to 9. So, this will be an exciting event. This will be an in-real-life event in Legazpi, in Ayala Malls, Legazpi. So, ayun, this is a celebration of art and tech naman. So, very excited to have this event next month. But before we could go to next month, we will be also launching the Mustache Rascals coming this month. So end of the month namin siya mai-introduce sa inyo. And by this will be as well end of the month. So Mustache Rascals is another type of art, another type of mustachio. So and we also have the Mustachio Marauders currently available on only that market. And the upcoming BBC, Something Big, is coming this November. So this will be big. Tumawa ka, JB. Bakit ka nag-mute dyan? So
Big Black Holder, sabi ni Sir Harbs.
So this is a Bicol Blockchain Conference on November 14th in Legazpi City. So one great thing as well, if you had a chance to snag out a Rascal this September, you have a free access on AMAC as well as in BBC. So that's one of the utilities as well of Only. So yeah, you can follow Only IO here on Twitter and Mustachio First at Mustachio First. So ayun. Tapos ano din kayo, join din pala kayo kapag Tuesday kasi meron kaming Mustache Tuesday. So it's just like a chill hangout together with the community of Mustachio First. And yes, nandito yung mga kaklase ko. Si Ma'am Mary, si Sir Shiv, si Bulita Podcast. Syempre nandito din si Candy Floss. Ayan. And also as well, we had like a very interesting conversation about NFTs, the latest latest news mystery sa sabi ko. Latest update on the blockchain ecosystem or like Web3 in general. So last Tuesday we talked about the merge. So ayun, that's all from me naman. So,
Thank you so much, KJ. Ang daming aabangan sa Only.
yes.
Sige, proceed tayo kay Rain sa Pilipinas NFT.
Alright, thank you. Ayan, thank you. I just want to invite everyone to follow Filipinas NFT. We also are in the Facebook and on Twitter also. We have this upcoming event with Tokyo Digital. I've been in space. It's gonna be on September 30. So the artworks of the artists in Filipinas NFT will be displayed there. And I would like to also invite. We have this Abante Babae space. It's now on the episode 2. Every last Friday of the month. So by September, it's gonna be on the last Friday. And exciting din yung magiging speakers namin for our upcoming events for this month and by next month. Hindi pa siya still can't announce it. So abangan nyo na lang doon sa social media namin. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rain, at sa Filipinas NFT. Yan. Let us proceed with Ma'am Mary po sa mga last announcements natin kay Sparkler.
Ayan, thank you so much, JP. Very basic tayo, no? Si Nachong. Ay, bakit ko natawag si KJ Nachong? Oh my gosh. Si KJ, and then si Rain, may mga Twitter spaces din yan after ng Twitter space natin. So, let's support them, guys, and hatiin natin yung mga katawan natin at parehas natin attendan yung Twitter spaces nila kung kaya. So, yun. For Sparkler EdTech naman, we have launched our version 2 of our MOOC and LMS. You can visit www.sparklearn-edtech.com to check out our newly optimized MOOC and LMS. And we have 3 courses there about blockchain technology and NFTs, produced with Only, of course. And in the following months, meron kaming upcoming din na free course na i-upload created by Journey Crypto. He is one of our first mentor sa Sparkler EdTech. Basically, ita-transfer lang namin siya doon sa pinakabago namin na e-learning portal. And you can also follow us on our Twitter and Facebook accounts. You can just search for @SparkLearnET to be updated about our latest courses, bootcamps, and masterclasses, and other events that we'll be joining. And on September 28 to 29, the SparkLearn EdTech team will go to Singapore to join Token 2049 together with Only and SparkPoint. So yun, we'll be giving updates about the event, and hopefully we can have more partners and more collaborations to come during this Token 2049 in Singapore. And for the last part, we also have our new Facebook group. It is called Web3 Mentorship Hub. So if you have the time, you can join us and we'll be welcoming you and helping you in your journey in blockchain and Web3. If you have technical questions or kung gusto niyo lang talaga ng kausap na mga questions about NFTs, about DeFi, about DAO, and gusto nyo mas mapadali yung understanding ninyo, doon kami ni JP na tumatambay. And I'm also inviting our classmates to join the Web3 Mentorship Hub. So yun lang naman. I just want to say thank you to our guests today, kay Rain and then kay KJ.
Guys.
For accepting our invitation and joining the 3rd episode of the Learning Space. So thank you so much, and we hope na may mabibigay din kaming support sa Only and then kay Filipinas NFT. Just feel free to reach out to us kung ano yung mga pwede namin mabigay na suporta sa mga communities nyo. And watch out sa sa 4th episode ng The Learning Space. We'll be inviting naman guests from different GameFi projects. We'll be talking about GameFi.
Yes.
Ay, may nakalimutan pala ako. Oh my God. So,
sige, ano yun?
We will be also participating as the Metaverse Gallery for this year's Crypto Arctic Asia. So, ayun, our 3D virtual art gallery by Mustachioverse is will be used to create amazing artists in the metaverse. So, yun, we are just currently preparing the lineup and we will be announcing it as well during the course of week na lang. So, yun, so excited. In metaverse.
Wow, daming ganap. Singapore din yan, di ba?
Ano, ma'am, yan? Ano po yan?
Daming ganap.
Yeah.
Daming ganap ng Only. Ayan. Thank you din kay Sir Sif and kay Claire for asking questions to our guests. So, mag-reach out na lang kami para doon sa
Wallet
prizes.
address.
Yes. For asking questions, and sa susunod na The Learning Space, may pag-giveaway ulit tayo kasi yan, nakakatawa, marami nagtatanong pag meron may pag-giveaway. Ayan. So, thank you guys, and I hope you will have a wonderful night kung saan man kayo mapadpad ngayon sa may mga Twitter spaces ulit tayo from Only, kay KJ and kay Rain. You can join them, and yun, GM ulit. Bye guys.
Ayan,
Bye.
bye-bye. Thank you so much po
GM,
sa lahat ng
GM.
listeners natin.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye po.